Welcome to Curious Goldfish, a podcast community where music and curiosity come together through interesting conversations with the music makers of our world. I'm your host, Jason English. You can find Curious Goldfish in all the major podcast and social media platforms. And of course, we have all of our content on our website, curiousgoldfish.com. Kaia, it's so nice to meet you.
You too.
What's the best part about your week so far?
Oh my gosh, I mean, I get to make music all day, every day this week, so that's really fun. Yeah.
Okay.
Love music.
Yeah, we're here in Nashville where you live. You moved here earlier this year, but we're at a songwriter retreat of sorts called the ARI Retreat. I guess, how'd you get involved with this?
Yeah, so Mariah is Matthew Tuck's assistant. She reached out to me on Instagram like a few months ago. She saw some of my videos online and was like, hey, like we'd love to set up a call and like just A&Ring stuff. So we talked and got some great info from Matt, and he's been helping me out a lot with just like things in the business. And so when he was putting on this retreat, it's in Nashville, and I just moved here, and so I was super excited to go and meet a bunch of new artists and just have some fun.
What's your expectation for the week? Is there an outcome you're hoping to achieve? I
mean, honestly, I try to go into stuff like this with no expectations, just so that everything that happens I'm very excited about. And so I mean, I expected to just make music and meet some cool people, and that's exactly what's happened. It's been a lot of amazing human beings here, and it's really fun to just connect with fellow creatives and have that.
All right. So people that may not be familiar with your music, how would you describe it?
Right now, I mean, I just dropped it was a fantasy rock EP. So it's like 7 songs of different just rock things. So I had a Medusa that blew up. It got like 12 million streams. And, then, I have a bunch of fun fantasy rock songs on there.
Fantasy rock? I've never heard that term.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it was like Greek mythology vibes for that first song. And there was a lot of people that loved that kind of idea, and it's really cinematic and fun to explore. So
all right. So how'd you get into that? I think you said you grew up in Utah.
Yeah.
So did you were you born there, and did you spend a lot of time there? Growing up, and what influenced the music?
I mean, so I've been doing rock band since I was 10, and singing since I was an infant in my crib. But I mean, influencing this, I feel like, was just kind of a fun creative thing. Utah in general, I don't even know how to answer that question.
Because I don't connect Utah with any sort of.
There's actually a very underrated, I think, like live scene in Salt Lake City. And so I grew up just like performing in a bunch of underground venues all over the state, and in different states as well, with a bunch of different genres of bands. So I've done like soul funk music, rock, and 80s pop, and pop bands and indie stuff, and it's just a lot of fun. I think that the crowd's there too. Like, everybody knows how to support each other when you're live, so you can have a lot of fun at shows there. And the nature's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a different planet out there.
Hiking, biking. There's like 5 national parks in Utah.
Yeah.
It's a really cool spot.
Yeah. So what's the transition like to Nashville in terms of lifestyle, and then also just performing?
Yeah, I mean, I was in LA for like 3 years. I right out of high school moved to LA just to start and see where it took me, and I met some really cool musicians, and it kind of brought me out here. And I think Nashville is like if Utah and LA have a baby, and it's like a more chill version of LA with a better music scene than Salt Lake City.
Okay. Salt Lake City. Okay.
Yeah, because like Salt Lake City has a music scene, but it's not like Nashville or LA.
Okay.
And it has like more of that chill vibe. Everything's like 15 minutes apart, basically. I mean, you have to drive like up and down the canyon for different places, but I mean, more nature vibes out here. I mean, California has a lot of nature, but LA specifically you can't like go out your back door and like take a hike, you know.
Right.
Unless you live up in Hollywood Hills, but.
All right. So Salt Lake City and LA had a baby. It's Nashville.
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. Cause it is beautiful here. Like
Yeah.
in a different way than Utah.
It is for sure. I mean, I miss the mountains,
Yeah.
but I like the climate. Like I like how warm it is here. It's very dry in Utah and it gets really cold. It's like,
Right.
I grew up on the top of a mountain. It was like 7,200 feet. And you could go like on a 5-mile switchback hiking trail out your backyard, or you could like go mountain biking in the summer,
Yeah.
or you could go like backcountry skiing. And so I do miss like the mountains and stuff, but I like that it's humid and warm most of the time. I think there was like a month that was kind of cold.
Yeah.
And then it was like cold in the morning and cold at night and then warm during the day.
Well, the people in the South are funny because it'll be 50 degrees and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so cold. And it's like, this isn't Utah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
LA too. Like,
Yeah.
I remember the first time I witnessed it like raining and how people acted, and they were like dressed how we would dress during like a blizzard, and everybody was like in their hats and, you know, like full on coats. I'm
That's
like, guys,
crazy.
it's like just raining. It's
yeah.
still like 65 degrees outside. What's going on? And nobody knows how to drive. They're all like freaked out by the rain. I'm like, wait, what is happening? It's not
No.
even raining very hard. The like road is wet, yeah, but like your car is not gonna slide
No, I
anywhere.
know.
I don't understand.
I live in Atlanta now. I lived in Colorado for 20 years, and the hint of any kind of snow, the whole thing shuts down.
Yeah,
It's actually kind of embarrassing, but
we had to like plow out of like a foot of snow in the mornings,
Yeah.
because like the plow would push a whole mound of snow from the road on into your driveway. So even if you
Yeah.
like snowblowed your driveway that morning and they went through again, you'd still have to like plow through another foot. But if you have a
All right.
high clearance car and some good snow tires, you'll make it.
Yeah,
It'll be good.
You're fine. Everybody's fine. So I have no idea what your relationship status is. Are you dating?
Yeah, I'm dating someone.
You're dating someone. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Is it hard to date in Nashville?
No.
No.
I mean, I moved with him from LA
Okay,
to
so you guys
Nashville.
were together. All
Yeah,
right. So
yeah.
you don't have to worry about that stuff.
No,
All
no.
right.
I'm glad to not
Yeah.
have to worry about it, honestly.
Well, I asked your friend Tatey this question.
Yeah.
Do you have an ick?
An ick. About my boyfriend or
No,
like just in general?
just boys in general. We're not going to talk about the boyfriend.
Okay. There's like a lot of random things, I guess.
Yeah. What's the most random one that?
I don't
Like,
know.
does he like wearing flip flops? Does that drive you crazy?
No.
Like, it's something like that.
Flip flops. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I have an ick off the top of my head.
That's fine. That's
It's
fine.
usually just like random things, like the way that somebody
Yeah.
talks, like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
the
yeah.
cadence of their voice or
Oh,
something
wow.
will bother me.
Yeah, there you go.
And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
There's not even I can't even tell you what the cadence would be, but it's just like
You know when
very
you know it.
random. Yeah.
If you hear it, you hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully the boyfriend works out. And you
He's
don't have to worry
great,
about it.
yes.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Yes.
So, in terms of the music, where are you at as an artist today, and where do you want to be?
Today, I'm a rock musician.
Mhm.
I'm upcoming. I'm still independent. I've done everything so far pretty much on my own officially, you know. Like, I haven't ever had an official manager or, like, team, really. I mean,
Okay.
Matthew's really the only person so far that's, like, helped me other than my boyfriend and my parents that have been supportive. So
Okay.
it's been really fun to, you know, make connections with people and figure out shit on my own. I think that the live music scene and the like digital music space is a completely different animal, and learning about, I mean, performing live, it's just the music. It's just, you gotta get the set down and you sing and you have fun and you connect with people, and that's really about it. Then you get to the digital space and it's like you have to have a distribution, you have to have like your pro number, your publishing, your like international royalties, and like all your social media, all the marketing. You have to do like email lists and
it's probably
website building.
All that stuff's
and-
not natural for somebody that just wants to
No.
make music, right?
But I decided, I was like, either I figure out how to be like, you know, really good at every instrument and become a really good producer, or I figure out how to get really good at marketing. And even if I'm a really good producer, I still need marketing. And marketing is expensive, and partly what marketing is. It's just human behavior and throwing shit at a wall and seeing if it sticks.
Yeah.
For a million different people, a million different times, in a million different ways.
Yeah.
And whatever works for that person, you go with it and you run with it and you like ride it out.
Yeah.
But I can do that on my own.
Yeah.
And it comes like, I work in marketing as well. And
Okay.
so I decided to work in marketing because I wanted to learn how to get good at it for myself and to help other people as well. And I can give somebody a billion really good ideas, but if they can't execute those ideas, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's still ultimately, no matter how much money you're going to put it into your organic content and like whatever it is, you have to be able to execute it effectively, or none of the ideas really mean anything.
Yeah.
So
That's got to be overwhelming, though. It's like, you know, trying to get your music out there. You've got the bookings, you've got the touring, you've got the social media, you've got the marketing, you've got the logistics of the travel, like all that stuff. I mean, is that, some days you're like, it's not worth it, and I just want like a 9-to-5 job, or do you have to do this?
I have to do this.
Okay.
I feel like, I mean, I teach yoga as well. I mean, I've done little side things,
Yeah.
but they're all like temporary in my mind. It's like,
Good.
I need to make music my life because it already is my life, and there's no other option for me. I think somebody told me a while ago, if you have a backup plan, you will always end up falling to your backup plan, because it's a backup plan and it's safer than the route that's your original route, you know? And yeah, I just don't really have a backup plan.
Good for
so
you.
I have to make it work.
You gotta go for it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So what are you most curious about today as a person?
Today as a person, curiosity. I'm curious as to what kind of songs are going to come out of this retreat, and I'm really excited to hear what everybody's been working on.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just excited to create and
Yeah.
curious about.
Where do your songs mostly come from?
It depends on the mood. I mean, it's imagination a lot, like imagining a feeling of some sort and putting it into a story in my brain.
Yeah.
It could be a personal experience. It could be just a, idea, a dream, or somebody else's experience that they've, told me about. Maybe I'm writing with somebody who's like wants to get something out, and then we're just like coming up with the story of how to say what they're feeling in a way that's, aesthetically and sonically pleasing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Well, I really appreciate your time. I guess what can people look forward to the rest of 2024 and the next year with you?
I mean, I'm dropping a bunch of singles. I have some bangers on the way.
Okay.
I'm trying to get on tour, so if anybody's looking for an opener for some shit, I love to perform.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Putting that out there.
Okay. Yeah. And that's good. You got to manifest something, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wind up there, but.
Well, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much
You
for your
too.
time. It's nice to meet you.
really
Good
nice
luck.
to
Good
meet
luck
you
the rest
as
of this week and the rest of the year.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Kaia.
Thanks.
Stare my heart to stone just before the Holy Ghost, and my soul just can't let go. In this world I'm not alone. Let this line be